Hey, welcome back. So I have with me a notepad. You're going to be using the Google form to help you check off your checklist. So our setup is the first thing. Our setup means our costume, what are we going to wear to look nice and sharp and very presentable. Our hair, in this case, I kept it simple but adorable, very important to be presentable. And I added a little touch, some flowers in my hair to really go for my Nicaraguan appeal. Okay, so costume, hair, makeup, check, check, check. Now we're gonna look at the location. So you have to go around your house and think about a space where you can really control it for maximum 10 minutes. This should not take longer than 10 minutes, but it might take you about 5 minutes to set up your space and pick it. So make sure you give yourself 5 minutes to figure out your location in your house. It's worth it to walk around and test the sound. So when I crunch my stomach, that's when I am really getting my vocals nice and loud so I can project it across the room to my device. In this case, I'm using my computer and my microphone is down here and my camera is right there. Okay, so it's good to know where your microphone and your camera are. So check, check, check. Camera, microphone. So once you have listened to the sound and you look at the light and you see yourself, you're like, oh, yeah, I can see both sides of my face. Good, that's good lighting. And if you can see your background, that's also really good. Okay, so good sunlight. And no noise. In the case of when I'm filming for our class, I have to wait when my refrigerator stops cooling the food so that I can actually record. So timing is everything. That might be an issue for you as well. Most refrigerators are loud. Air conditioners are also really loud. So be careful for those two things, because there have been times where you have submitted really great videos and I cannot hear you. Luckily, I try to pay attention to your lips so that I can read what you're saying. But let's try to learn a little bit about videography by making sure that we are recording when the refrigerator and the air conditioner are off. The other thing I recommend is that sometimes our air conditioner might be off, but the neighbor's air conditioner is not off. So I have closed my door so that I don't hear the air conditioning coming in from outside. The thing is that I have compromised the lighting by closing the door. So you're gonna have to figure out which is a good balance for you. That is what a producer does. So we are learning a little bit about the setup. All of that setup is what the producer does in a film. Okay, the other thing a producer does is very important is set up the interview questions. So we're gonna be using the Google form and we are going to do our greeting. I have a sample greeting for you, and then I'm going to demonstrate it. And then we're going to ask 3 questions. The first question I'm going to give you, and the other 2 questions I want you to tailor to yourself. Okay, so I want you to put that producer role into play and really think about what I want to ask this person. Why are they so unique to me? And then at the end, we are going to have our salutation, how we're going to say goodbye, how we're going to close the segment. So if you watch a lot of TV like I do, I enjoy my TV. Let's sample this. We're going to use our checklist and then do our 3-minute interview. In this case, I live alone, so I'm going to be interviewing myself as 2 different people. So make sure that when you set up your space, that your camera is steady. I suggest using your Chromebook for recording. I am also using Zoom. I created an account using my Gmail or my Kip Baltimore account, and then I can join a meeting by myself and you can record it. You can also hit pause so that you, if you need to take a break, you can do that, or you can start over and stop recording altogether. When you end the meeting, it downloads it as an MP4. Okay, let's get started. Okay, we're going to start with our greeting, our 3 questions, and then our goodbye, our salutation. Welcome. Maria. The purpose of this interview is for me to learn videography in my art class with Miss Aldana. Thank you so much. It's really nice to meet you. I look forward to this interview, and I'm glad that you're learning videography. It's really important that we learn how to make our own media because sometimes, you know, we just don't know what to say in front of people, and it's really good practice for performing words. And it's good practice so that we make our own news because sometimes we don't see enough news about what's important to us. You'll have to excuse me, I'm a little bit nervous. I've never done this before. Tell me about yourself and how you know me. Oh, okay. Well, you are me, so we've known each other. It feels like almost our entire lives, right? Yeah. Um, and let's see, we met when we were children in Nicaragua, and we both really liked finger painting and pressing flowers on paper. So that was really cool. We just have a lot in common. And I think I really got to know you when I went to college because we had been dying to get out of Miami, Florida. Even though it's really, really beautiful, um, it just didn't feel right.
Yeah.
And it felt right to become independent and study what we loved, which was art. And I know I really love biology a lot too, and math. I was really, really good at calculus and was in math competitions. So I didn't really know what to study, and I wanted to study everything. So I picked a school that gave me the most scholarship, and it was moving away to a new place called Baltimore, Maryland. And ever since then, I feel like I've gotten to know you and like you more and more every year. Thank you so much for that. That was great. My next question is, um, well, it's because I like this about you. I like how brave you are. And in our second assignment, we were learning a little bit about traits. And I recognize this trait in you. I think you're really, really brave and courageous. Um, how does that make you feel about yourself when I say that you are brave and courageous? Wow, thank you so much. I didn't know you felt that way about me. Um, okay, well, brave and courageous. Give me a second. I like trying new things. So I'm always reinventing programs, or if I'm at a job and I don't really um, feel comfortable, I always try to go outside of my comfort zone and try something new, meeting a new person, introducing myself, or sometimes if I feel intimidated, I give it a second. I take a deep breath, I calm myself down, I give myself a little self talk, and I approach life in that way. I do tend to take a step back a lot and think about my actions and ask myself, what are some of the options that I have in reacting in that situation? So sometimes when I really am nervous, I have learned to do things anyway, because sometimes what I've learned is that my nerves indicate how important something is to me. Yes, absolutely. And that might be a friendship, it might be a relationship, it could be a career move, it could be a physical move, like moving to another place. And sometimes it could just be as simple as a task, right? Like something that I'm afraid to do because I think I'm going to do poorly in it. So I think I appreciate that bravery and courage. That's something I definitely think about for sure. So thank you. Yes, absolutely. And for my last and third question, what do you like about me? What do I like about you, Miss Aldana? I think what I like about you the most is that in your moments of weakness, I've seen you struggle and doubt yourself. And what you have done sometimes is you have reached out to other people and shared what you're struggling with and realized that they're struggling with the same thing too. And in opening up that way and being that vulnerable and demonstrating what some people may think is weakness, like crying or in a moment of self-doubt, you have built really strong relationships and friendships with people that have lasted like 20 years. And it has opened up doors for you in the way you think about yourself and has created a positive community for you of artists, of librarians and teachers, community organizers, entrepreneurs. So I just, I have something in my eye. I'm not crying. You're crying. I just really commend you for your vulnerability. I really like that about you. Oh, wow. Thank you so much. That means a lot to me. Um, well, this has been Miss Aldana, and thank you for participating. Thank you to my guest. I really enjoyed spending this time talking with you. This has been Miss Aldana signing off with Kip Ujima, class of 2020. Have a great day.